Well, good morning there. So this last weekend, it was once again proved that the British public cannot make good decisions. One of my favourite shows is The Voice UK.
This is The Voice. Na, 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 na.
If you don't watch, it's one of those singing contest shows. There are lots of interesting rounds, like the blind auditions and the battle rounds, which are super cool. And there's the knockouts, and then there's just a couple of live shows where the public start voting. So let me tell you what happened this year. In short, a blind girl with a beautiful voice won. Her voice was lovely, and it was nice that she won, but she didn't deserve it. To be honest, I thought she was, I will now use some really cliche phrases, a singer rather than an artist, and she didn't make any of the songs her own, and she just sang exactly the same as the original. McFall should have won. The main reason I love The Voice so much is because it basically showcases about 50 people who want support so they can sing for a living. And the coaches aren't the only people who can actually help them. We can do it too! I really hated it when a contestant would say something like,
if I don't get through this round, I'm gonna have to go back home and be a bin man.
Because if they worked hard, that would not happen. The Voice is particularly good because there are no bad singers on it. All of them range from pretty darn good to incredible. Even if I didn't like them enough to follow them, I'm sure there'll be someone out there who liked them. From watching The Voice, I've actually subscribed to 11 new channels on YouTube. So if you're interested in new upcoming artists, or just interested in who I thought was the best, then listen up, because this could be interesting. So I tried to order them from best to worst, but I couldn't do it because they're all really good. But I do have a favourite, so he will come at the end. But the others will be in random order, okay? Okay, McFall. Although she isn't actually my personal favourite, she should have been the winner. She has the voice. She has a voice that doesn't exist anywhere else.
Click the top part of her picture to go and see my favourite songs that she did on The Voice, and the bottom part to go to her channel.
I'll be honest, I never really liked the song I Will Survive, but she covered it and she made it amazing. And it's actually incredible. And if you haven't heard it yet, then you really need to go see it.
And that will be on the close to my finger, and the other side will be
Loving You, where she just sings so high. It's the one in the Megamind where it goes
la, 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 la.
Basically, she is extraordinary. Links will also be in the doobly-doo. Apostal. He has this beautiful, big, powerful voice. I particularly love listening to his battle song, which was Don't Let the Sun Go Down. He was actually batting a duo, but they just sound like his backup singers, and every time he sang it was just like perfect. He absolutely owns it. Go check him out. Nights. I really love his voice. It's another one where it's just kind of, you don't expect it to be very loud, but it's just very powerful and quite gravelly as well. So go check him out because he's one of my favourites. Laura Oakes. I thought she was really underrated in this show. Her voice was really beautiful. She did a really wonderful cover of Spectrum by Florence and the Machine for a blind edition. In her battle round, she was up against a girl who had this Indian thing. And basically, she wasn't chosen because she couldn't do it. Tivony. I thought his voice was so good. Basically, Bob Marley, Ginger, Essex. Mashed together. Ash Morgan. If it was up to Jessie J, he would have won The Voice. I don't usually go for those kind of voices, but I just really enjoyed it. Whenever he sang and did something special with it, I was just always smiling. He did a particularly nice cover of Lego House, so go and look at that if you like. Alice Williams. When she came on the blind auditions, she covered The Cave by Mumford & Sons, and I thought it was actually so beautiful. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to look at that one. What's really special about her is that she's Welsh. That isn't special, but her Welsh accent comes through when she sings. I haven't heard anyone else do that before, and it's really nice, and I really liked it. Danny County. Now his voice was very interesting. If you don't like weird voices, you probably won't like Danny, but it's definitely a voice for me. He covered About You Now in his blind auditions, which is over there, and I think he just made it more meaningful and beautiful than it is normally. He is definitely one I'm gonna look out for. Smith and Jones. So lots of people hated these two because they're just an annoying couple, but I really like them and I thought they were a really cute couple. And I think they sing really well together. I think they sing better together than they do alone, and their arrangements are really pretty. I particularly like what they did with Some Nights, which they did in the battle rounds. However, I don't think they did better than their opponent, who was Connor Scott, who was my favourite. He's pretty Ben Howardy, but he's even more energetic. His voice is different. Basically, he's fantastic. And I would have definitely turned around when he was singing his blind audition if I was a coach. In the first phrase, I would have been there. So he did a cover of Starry Eyes in his blind audition, which was lovely. And he did a really good cover of Pompeii by Bastille. There are a couple of mistakes in it, and there's a squeaky piano still, but I love it and I just listen to it quite a lot. And I cannot wait to see what he does with his life. So those are my favourite people from The Voice. I hope you found some new artists that you like, and I hope that you have a super day. I also want to know that I really like Matt Henry, but he doesn't have a YouTube. Let me know who you did like. I hope you like this style of video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and because I quite like the idea of doing music review kind of videos in the future. And if you do, then great. Please share and subscribe, and have a good week. Bye.